Hello my loves, welcome to April's challenge. This month we are going to be doing a 7-day art journaling challenge. So you may be going, girl, you're on YouTube. Yes, hi YouTube. I'm also in the monthly challenge group on my art community journal workshops, where we have a group where every month we do these challenges. But this is a 7-day challenge, so that's 7 lots of filming, 7 lots of editing, 7 lots of uploading. So I thought I'm going to get my money's worth and stick this on YouTube. Hi YouTube algorithm, come back to loving me, please. Pretty please. So this month's suggestion comes from Nina, whose second suggestion was to do a page a day in a matchbox that we made. Now I've adapted this a little bit, and congratulations Nina, you will get a collage sheet of your choice for giving the suggestion that I pick. And also we do giveaways every month on journal workshops in the monthly challenge group. So this is the winner for this month, and all you have to do to enter this is to post pictures of the creations that you make in the monthly challenge group. Prize is any class of your choice on journal workshops. So it could be the creative goal journaling class if you've got some goals you want to make, or it could be the creative resistance remedy class if you've got some blocks you need to get through. It could be the remedies junk journal class if you want to make and fill some fab journals, or it could be the recent live class that I did called Get Loose, which is all about freeing our inhibitions and releasing and letting go of the inner critic, talking and all of that, which we did live and lasted about 4 hours in March. So you can pick any of those, and because this is a 7-day challenge, you can post pictures every single day if you want, which means more entries to win. So I don't normally do that, I normally just let you guys enter once. This time you can enter 7 times if you want. So I've adapted Nina's suggestion so that we aren't making a page a day, but we are contributing to a Matchbox mini journal every day. So my little adaptation is that each day we will just do a little something towards creating this, so that you don't feel like you have to create a finished page every day. You can dedicate 5 minutes to this, you can dedicate 10 minutes to this. The idea is just to create something every day. So let's get going. Okay, so now we decide what box we want to use for our little Matchbox journal. I'm going to go traditional with a normal sized Matchbox because that was the directive, was to go tiny. But if you want to, you can go with, you know, some of the larger Matchboxes if you want to. If you can't find any Matchboxes, I literally just within 3 seconds found alternatives within my studio that you could use. So jewellery boxes are a great alternative. I think this was a perfume box, you know, something like that, or tins. We all have something that we can use as an alternative, I am sure, if you do not have any Matchboxes. But if you can, stick to the challenge as close as possible and actually go with the traditional Matchbox, because I think it's a little bit more difficult than something that's a bit bigger. And that's what I like about these challenges, is that they are supposed to challenge you. I'm going to go with the boring design box. Oh, pretty colours though. The boring design box, because if I went with like the clown or some of the other designs, like this one, I might be tempted to try and keep the designs, and I don't want to. I want to decorate the box later on in the week, so I'm going to go with the most boring design to not tempt me to keep it as is. So now we decide what we're going to make our journal with and do our first day's artsy stuff. I'm going to use this Bristol board, extra smooth surface Bristol board, because who doesn't like a smooth surface? Sorry, I feel really silly today. And because of how we're going to make our journal, you are going to want something that's got a little bit of weight to it, so not a super thin paper. Mine is 250 GSM, just to give you an idea, but I always tell you to use what you've got, so don't get caught up on minutia like GSM or whatever. Just find a paper you want to use and that'll work fine. And as a curveball, I'm going to throw in another suggestion here from Auntie Ro to give us a little bit of directive as to what to make our journals on. And Auntie Ro's suggestion was for renewal, because it's spring, and to use botanicals or natural elements in some way in this journal. Now last year in the group we did actually have a month where we made something with natural elements, and it was a really nice challenge, and a lot of us really enjoyed that one. So I went out and about and picked more flowers in preparation for this challenge, but they may not be dry enough to use in this journal in time. So if you can't use natural elements, somehow have natural elements represented, or adapt the focus of renewal into a way that is logical for you. That is the purpose of these challenges, is to bring out your own creative roots, as it were. So we're going to make a background for this journal, much like what we do if you have taken my free class Inspiration Station, where we make journals to spark our inspiration, and we create the backgrounds kind of together in one go to give us a basis to work from, but also have a unified look throughout the whole journal. So before we put the journal together, we make the background first off. So I'm going to go with some renewal springtimey type colours. So I don't think I need to do the whole of this sheet, because look at the size of the box. It's not very big, but I'm going to fill out the whole sheet, because while I'm in the process of making art, I might as well do it all and then use the rest of it for something else later on down the line. And I kind of feel like I want to go kind of light and what's the word, delicate, with it being a spring challenge. So I may also use some watercolours. These are the Twinkling Lights, I think they're called Twinkling H2Os, something like that, I can't remember. But they are iridescent watercolour. And I may also use some regular watercolour. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Look through some floral stencils, that's what I'll do. That won't be wasting time. That may work in a few days' time when we deal with details. Wow, that's bright. Why the music sounds like it's part of spring. Don't ask me why. Kind of made these same colours here. Okay. Use them, I'll use it. I really don't like this so far. So here's the challenge. Do something with it I will like. Ooh, texture. And you don't need to get this to, you know, a finished stage. This is a background. This is so that you've got something down already. So I'm going to leave that side at that, and when I let this dry, turn it over, do the other side. I'm not necessarily going to do 100% exactly the same as I did on this side, because I get really bored doing the same thing over and over again. But the whole point of doing the background before you make a journal is so that you have a cohesion, a cohesiveness through the journal once it's put together. So I will use the same elements, even if I'm not doing exactly the same, this number 1, that number 2, that number 3. Does that make sense? It's not going to be that dissimilar that it will look really at odds with it, but I'm not necessarily going to go through 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So don't worry, I'm not particularly loving this right now. If you don't like it, it's only day 1. I've got 6 more days to go. Just get your background created. Okay, while I'm back over this side, I'm going to do some stencils. And so I'm going to make up a spree. Come on. That looks disgusting. So it's just water and acrylic. I'll wipe that off the neck, or it will seal itself and you'll never be able to unscrew it. Okay, I'll just do this one seeing as it's blue. It might be too light to actually see anything. I just realised. I not only picked the lightest blue on earth, but it's also, yeah, you can't see a thing. That makes quite nice drippy drips. The feathers, I will do something with the feathers. Silver feathers. Okay, I picked out this silver because, I don't know, it's kind of light and lovely. So, silver feathers. Can't even tell they're feathers because I did it on the wettest of backgrounds and put too much acrylic on, and making all of the rookie mistakes. I shouldn't be after so many years, but hey ho, who cares? An impression of a feather or a leaf, whichever it is, works just as well. So that's it for today, my loves. Don't forget, if you're in the monthly challenge group, to post your pictures every day to be entered into the giveaway. And also the videos in the monthly challenge group will just go under one another, so you've got them all in one place. If you're on YouTube, they'll just be posted here somewhere when I post them. And if when you've created your journal you really like this 7-day art journaling process, there's actually the second time we've done this in the monthly challenge group, so you can go through and find another one where there is all of the videos layered on top of one another for you to go through it daily, or for you to binge if you want to in the monthly challenge group. Okay, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.